All goods and services for sale.
Welcome, and we are live with some late night World of Warcraft Shadowlands live stream. This is a nice little zone compared to where it just was before. Quite the ugly place where I was. Although I'm not done. This is just some sort of... I don't know what this is, to be honest. Just like a random event. Hello, how's it going? You gotta kill those bloody spiders. Spiders should be cancelled. They should be banned. They never should have existed. Secure the Shadow Grove. Yeah, so that's just like a, I don't know, random event. Kind of just teleported somewhere and took me over here. Definitely not going to complain. Nice change of pace. There's only like one zone I don't like, and it's not that I don't like it. Just it's not my favorite. But it's only like barely 20% of the content, so. After that, it'll be back to doing the battlegrounds for the PvP, where I get to be the big bad bear, and I get to kick the shit out of everybody. Now that, for me, is a lot of fun. Let me guess. This is the big prick I have to kill. Well, we'll see where he spawns. Looks like his body's floating in the air. Something tells me he comes right here. Oh yeah, when I do those battlegrounds, I kick the piss out of people. They get clawed. They get ravaged. No one survives. I gotta get this before that that Alliance gets it, because if the Alliance tags it, I won't get the credit for the kill. So as long as one of us hordes, tags it, that's good enough. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just going to stream for a little bit tonight. I'm probably not going to be too long. Like I've said the last few days, it's been god-awful. And when I don't stream, what's kind of cool about that is I feel like I can kind of relax more in a funny kind of way. I can go back and forth between games, weirdly, at my own leisure. Sometimes I go through a phase like that where I don't know what I want to do. And I can end up switching games like a couple of times, back and forth. Earlier, that's what I did. I played World of Warcraft, right? I did a couple of missions. I played for like 10 minutes, then I played Destiny for 10-15 minutes, then I went back to WoW, then I went back to Destiny, back and forth. I get like that sometimes. Very hard to control. But I wonder where this area is. Oh, well there you go. The Shattered Grove. That answered my question. Ah, okay. Somewhere on Argus. From one of the old expansions. Well, look at you. Alright. Piss on the hat. It's making my head itchy. I just shaved it. Took a while to get rid of all the stubble to get it nice and smooth. I wish I would go bald for real. That way I wouldn't have to shave and waste all this time. What I like on social media is when I get, okay, baldy. Haha, look at this bald guy. Like being bald is an insult. It's like, bitch, you know I do this by choice. You know that I would kill your mama so I could be really bald and not have to actually shave. Just weird, eh, on social media? Whether it's Twitter, Instagram, some of the things that people will try to insult you with and you're like, what? It just makes like absolutely no sense. Like I made a comment about the elections. Because, you know, that's pretty deep shit. Looks like we're stuck in a limbo here, by the way, but we'll check that out in a moment. And the guy goes, bruh, I bet you're gay. And I'm like, even if I was, how is that an insult again? Like, I just never understood that. People really baffle me. They really have me scratching my head. There we go. That was a little bit... This is on an SSD as well, by the way. Just letting you know.
May I tempt you with my wares?
Accept a sure bet.
We're all just meat for them.
Really trying hard to stay on task. And not get overly... distracted. Not that that's too bad if I do. Because I really want to get the hell out of this zone. Getting around is still a bit annoying. Hey, Optic Gamer. As you can see there, I have to like run around the pillar. I wish I could just fly, but whatever. Someday I'll be able to. But yeah, I'm just gonna go hard, knock these quests out of the park, try to get to the next zone. I'm really intrigued for the next zone, not because it's the next zone, not because it's the new shiny place, but because it's not gonna be so like bland looking.
Reporting for duty.
Oh. Fuck yeah.
Bodies break. Glory is eternal.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking cool. Now I get why everybody was here. Holy sweet pineapple. Hot sauce. It is like the Ring of Fire, Ring of Blood from Burning Crusade. Every expansion, they have this thing where, anyways, you can kind of tell what's going on. Where you go into like an arena and you kick the shit out of things. And you get paid handsomely. And I'm gonna get a sweet weapon. That's why everybody's coming here. How come I didn't get credit for... Oh, I did. I was gonna lay the smackdown on someone. There's always people here. This is why it's good early in an expansion. Oh, great. Everybody's gone now. Oh, just what I need. I only need 2 more.
Wrested from the twisting nether, a lord of the pit.
Okay, less talking and
pit fighter.
come get some.
Devastation awaits all who oppose Asmongold.
Asmagol's a little bitch. He's just a big fat turd. All bark, no bite. Even though my health is dropping really fast, just don't pay attention to that. Holy shish kebab. Okay, so we'll pretend like that didn't happen. How the oh, Jesus. Hello, Caesar. Hello, play some SnowRunner. No, hello, I'm playing the game that I just bought the expansion for. At least I got credit for it. Because I was in the fight. Just one more and I'm good. I sometimes take suggestions, but I normally kind of don't, no offense. So it might sound prickish, but I never just stop what I'm doing and do as I'm told on command to play another game.
Terrorizing the skies above the Shadowlands. A winged nightmare descends.
Well, I mean, no
upon the
offense.
arena.
Did you really think I was going to be like, okay, I'll just stop what I'm doing now and just switch over to a random game?
Xantoth the Blighted.
No, this expansion just came out for WoW, so this is quite the big deal for me, which is why the stream is titled World of Warcraft, because I'm having these go in my playlist for showcasing the game. I mean, there's a chance I'm going to play another game after, but it's more than likely going to be Destiny, because that's another game I just dropped $90 on. Not too bad, you? Torchlights on... Yeah. I like the first two torchlights. They were pretty cool. Something about the third one just kind of... I don't know. I play Diablo 3 sometimes, you know what I mean? That's probably a little bit more up my alley. And there we have it. Excellent. Now I'm gonna go get my kick-ass weapon. How are you doing, Cody? Or did I already ask you that? I forget.
Ready to strike.
Nice. Not a huge upgrade, 6%, but, you know. Yeah, that's the dagger. It's kind of interesting. That's the caster one, which I'm not really doing right now. I am predominantly focused on this.
May your enemies shatter.
So I might as well do that. Didn't think that was going to happen this early in the expansion. Well, mind you, I guess I'm already a little over halfway. I'm looking at it. I don't see it. Alright, let's figure this out. Have you played the Rockstar game, The Warrior? Oh, I did a long time ago. Like, when it first came out, I think on PlayStation 2. It's a pretty interesting game.
Many deals for a friend.
Let me guess, there's a remake coming. No, that's 108. No, it's not as good. Okay. Don't mind me, I'm just getting rid of some gear here. Definitely not good. More glaives. There we go. There's the weapon. I was like, where is that piece of shit?
Farewell, friend of the
Ah,
Grummles.
come on now. We went up a whole point. That's exciting. You know, Rock Story making a new game. Oh, yeah, the standalone. Yeah, I got an email about that. Yeah, it's interesting. Not everybody wants to play the story. Some people just want to play the online, so they separate it. More options. There's no way it's not a good idea. Darkborn? I have no idea what that is. Darkborn. I do not know what that is. Okay, let's take a look at... Look at that big ass thing. It looks like a massive... I don't know what that is, to be honest. Looks kind of interesting. This is just transmog, in case you're like, oh, what's going on there? Just a visual thing, but I'm usually a bear. So, I mean, what my weapon looks like doesn't really effing matter. Right? It's just a visualization of it. That looks kind of cool. For something different. There's a big eyeball there. Big creepy eyeball. Let's go with the creepy eye. Wraith Chill, creepy eye. Almost done. Just want to quickly check this out. Power torrent. Might be a little distracting. Yeah, that's kind of an interesting look. Let's go with that.
Farewell, friend of the Grummles.
There we go. I like that. I like creepy stuff like that. I like that. Big time. Okay. So what's Darkborn? Is that like a Souls game of some sort? Is that the Sony version? Because they had a game called Bloodborne. I'm guessing Darkborn was going to be the follow-up to that. Just a wild guess. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun playing WoW. It's a first-person game.
The sweet aroma.
What have you got to say?
Oh, this better not be some stupid-ass quest with PS5 visuals. Well, I'm guessing it was for the PS5 then. Click the Juicy Nibbler. Alright. Oh. And now what? I am so effing confused. Click the Juicy Nibbler. They look like green grubs on the ground. Now use the Bone Splinter. Use it on a bloodskin... Ta-da-da-da. Whatever that thing is. Oh, there. Another quest item. Okay, I get it. And then what? Oh, okay. Oh, then just return it. Okay, simple enough. Well, I think more DLC would be cool because it's a fun game. It's well made. The combat is great. It's more varied. It's not all kicking. There's a nice assortment of punches and kicks. The weather system, even though it doesn't fucking work properly, but that's another story for another day. But if they added more meat, it'd be nice. I like gravy on my mashed potatoes, you know what I'm saying? Imagine having that as a pet. Jehovah's Witness would never show up at your door ever again. Or wait, maybe they would because they try to perform an exorcism on your home. Nah, they'd probably run. Speaking of that, that was really random. Anybody in here ever had Jehovah's Witness show up at their door? Well, my Thanksgiving was like a couple of months ago because I'm Canadian. But it was good. I ate, as I normally do. Didn't do anything special. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I'm thankful every day, 365 days a year. But yeah, I've met some really wild... Oh, Furious. Ooh, can't be Furious now. It's got to be the non-aggressive one. Because Blood Tusk doesn't sound like an aggressive name. But yeah, anyways, had some pretty wild conversations with some of those Jehovah's Witnesses. It seems so. As I enter the chat, everyone leaves. When is Thanksgiving? I don't really even know. I just know that it's like a month and a half before America. That's all I know. I think it's like early October or something like that. I just know it was happening in the States because all I could find all over Twitter was how some people were trying to tell others that they shouldn't be celebrating Thanksgiving. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes, who's trying to cancel Thanksgiving now? Who's the little dingleberry shitstain that's got something negative to say about Thanksgiving? Not because of the COVID thing, not because of COVID. It has nothing to do with that. Because and I don't think it's funny, so I just want to clarify that. So they were saying because of indigenous people fighting for their land, it's a day of mourning. It's like, okay, they can choose to mourn on that day because apparently it's a really nasty day. I don't know much about it at all, to be honest. And some people were like trying to be discouraging, trying to have everybody. It's like that whole like if I believe in something, trying to get everybody to on the bandwagon with you. And it's like, okay, it's sad, great, but I'm gonna choose not to mourn. 2020 is fucking depressing enough as it is. Thank you for the information that I didn't know. But if people still choose to celebrate Thanksgiving to get together with loved ones, they can fucking do that. There's good intentions behind it. That doesn't mean that they're being ignorant or ignoring what's happened to somebody else. I mean, every fucking day someone had something happen to them that wasn't good. Sure. Yeah, I don't really pay attention to it. So, again, to clarify, I think it was cool that some of these people were bringing attention, like bringing awareness to it. I like that, because then you learn, hey, did you know? But don't try and sway or try to make people feel guilty because they want to celebrate Thanksgiving. That's the part I had a problem with. And I ended up seeing more people bicker about that than actually trying to celebrate. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes. Welcome to 2020 where you can't say anything and you apparently can't fucking celebrate anything either. You know what else is a new thing in recent memory? I don't even remember what you said yesterday. Well, let's get into this. Let's get into the cringy shit. You're playing Watch Dogs? Yeah, there was an update for that today. Oh, I don't fucking care. I thought it was funny. You know, it's the other thing that chaps my fucking ass. I'm stalling because I forgot what I was going to say. That's why. Oh! So, Remembrance Day is a pretty big deal, right?
Plan?
Right? Like on November 11th? lest we forget, right? Honoring the fallen of World War I that fought for the freedom of your country, whether it's Canada, fucking Europe, doesn't matter. US, whatever, right? It's Remembrance Day. Okay, that's cool. Here's what I have an issue with. Oh, it's coming. Oh, buckle up for this one. The fucking idiots that get all hellbent for those that put up their Christmas lights after Halloween, before Remembrance Day, and not after Remembrance Day. So if you have your Christmas lights up before November the 11th, apparently you're an extremely insensitive, fucking shit stain on society. Like, what has this world come to? I'm 42 fucking years old. I've never in my whole life ever seen so much of this fucking bullshit that goes on. You know what I mean? Never did I see the day where I would see people being shamed for celebrating Thanksgiving, for being shamed for putting up their Christmas lights before Remembrance Day. Just because you put the fucking lights up and the tree up doesn't mean you forgot Remembrance Day. There's no decorations for Remembrance Day unless you put poppy fucking flowers on your lawn. But you know what I mean, though? That's why sometimes I laugh and go, what the hell is wrong with people, you know? But we do live in a world, and I'll admit it. We do live in a world where we have become more prickish, but at the same time, man, we've gotten soft. Shit you said before, apparently you can't say it now because you're a despicable human being. Give me a second, I'm still trying to figure out how to do this. No, if they want to like it, they can, sure. Still sad about games getting cancelled because of the amount of time they were given to be made, which is always way too small. Or that Thomas the Carnelian never got a game for himself. It's dumb. Yeah. I've seen somebody have their Halloween decorations up in February. Yeah, well, that's a little different, but yeah. But you know what I mean, though? Like, I don't get it. Now there's terminologies and words I used to say that now people are like, oh, you can't say that. It's an ableist slur. I'm like, do you even know what the fuck that means? Or did you just Google that to try to make yourself sound good? Because in recent memory now, it seems like everybody's using that fancy word, ableist slur. For the first 41 years of my life, I've never heard that goddamn word. Then about 6 months ago, I had someone on Twitter go, it's really not that nice to be using that word. I have mental illness problems, and it's kind of offensive. I'm like, bitch, so do I. That's why I'm on disability. Don't fucking tell me how to talk. Don't DM me and tell me that something I said to somebody else that had fucking nothing to do with you is touching your emotions. Oh, I'm telling you. It is fucking wild, the world we live in. And me, I just don't give a fuck. That's the cool thing. When you don't give a shit what people think, it's a beautiful thing. It's very liberating. Oh! Exactly. Everybody's like, well, what's the word? What's the word? I'll tell you the word. So. There's only a few people in the stream. I'll get a little political for a moment because I'm allowed to. I can do what I want. So it's no secret that I don't like Trump. Ooh. Oh, it's cheaper than what I had. So, you know, in life you can use words and you can call people names, but that doesn't mean that you're making fun of everybody. You're just attacking that one person. So, you know, like how supposedly now you can't use the word retarded for anything. Like, when I grew up, I used to always say, like, oh, that's so dumb, or that's so retarded. Nowhere was I making fun of people that had mental handicap issues. There was a guy, Michael, that used to ride the bus with us when I was in elementary school and then in junior high school. And he was mentally handicapped. That's not an insult, that's... okay? Like, it was, you know, no offense, noticeable. And sometimes he would make noises and stuff. And I was like one of the only kids that used to be like, hey, do you want to shut the fuck up or you're going to end up looking like him? Again, that wasn't making fun of the guy who was handicapped. It was saying to the other guy, if you don't smarten the fuck up, you're going to end up looking handicapped because I'm going to handicap you. So, fast forward, I'm like, okay, fine. People are getting butthurt over the word retarded. I was like talking to somebody about politics and they're a Trump supporter. And, without even thinking, I was like, someone was like, oh, you like Biden? I was like, well, I mean, I like him more than Trump, you know? He's like, oh, so instead of a pussy grabber, you want someone who sniffs hair? I'm like, listen, everybody's done some fucking weird shit, said some weird shit. No one's perfect. No one is an angel of light. And when you Trump tards start to get that through your head, oh my god. The guy whispers me. That's a play on the word retard, and it's an ableist slur, and I suffer from you suffer from a lot more than that from the sounds of it. I was like, you need to take an Ativan and chill the fuck out. So because I called the guy a Trump tard, the guy got all bent out of shape. He's like, it's discriminating against all the people that are mentally handicapped. And then I was like, well, I find most people that support Trump to be mentally handicapped, so that's somewhat accurate. And the guy just like lost it. He's like, you can't do that now. It's 2020. And I was like, I can say what the fuck I want. Trump tard. That triggered him. Oh, here's the catch. The guy that messaged me is not a Trump supporter. He was actually on my side. He's a Biden-Harris dude. Wow. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Oh, fucking Bernie Sanders. No, I think, let's get into it now, because I opened the can of whoop-ass, the can of worms, let them fucking crawl around. We're gonna get into it. My problem was not with Bernie Sanders. I think he was an okay guy, seemed alright. Seemed a lot nicer than to Trumpity-doo there. What I didn't like were a lot of the Bernie supporters. The Bernie bros. There was something fucked up with some of those people. At one point, there was some that were like, we're real Democrat liberals. It's Bernie or bust. I'm not voting for Biden. It's Bernie. If not, I'm going back to Trump. I'm like, what? Now that to me was kind of funny, because that to me like makes no sense. But you know, what do I know? But yeah, in politics I thought that was pretty wild. And if you tried to debate with some of them and you weren't rude about it, you didn't call them names. And you were like, you can't be a real Democrat if you're willing to support Trump. And then they just go off and they lose their mind. They get so butthurt. It's fucking hilarious. I don't get it a lot of times, to be honest with you. Debating politics with some people. Well, I don't know too much about her, Nancy Pelosi, but she seems alright. Again, no one's perfect. You're going to be able to find dirt on... You're going to be able to find dirt on everyone. Every single person has done something or has said something that they hope doesn't get recorded. Whereas me, I just don't fucking give a shit. Go ahead and record it, I'll say it again. You know what I mean? No one's perfect. It's like when I was like... It's like when someone said, Oh, I forget what it was. It just cracks me up. Someone was like, if you were American, because they didn't know who I was, they were like, would you have voted for Hillary Clinton? Or would you have voted for Trump? And I was like, well, I don't know much about Hillary, but Clinton, like, it's not like I investigate all these people. But I was like, I probably would have gone for the email chick. And then someone was like, oh, you would have voted for a traitor. I was like, Hillary Clinton wasn't a traitor. She... what's the word I'm looking for? She mishandled sensitive information with no criminal intent. She was grilled on the witness stand for like 9 fucking hours. There was no crime detected. Did she fuck up? Sure she did. Of course she fucked up. She mishandled information. Sensitive information. And then tried to delete it. So you had these people that were like, what about Hillary's emails? What about her emails? And I'm like, what about Trump's pussy grabbing? What about Trump's moving on him like a bitch? Because when you're a star, they let you do that. Get it? You see where I'm going? It's always tit for tat. You throw a left hook, I throw a right uppercut. There's always going to be something back and forth. It's funny how some people will get on something for something someone did that might not be that big of a deal, and then that actually goes to court, doesn't put up a fuss, is found to not be criminally responsible. And then you have somebody else who like almost practically shits themselves for having to potentially go on the witness stand. Well, if you're not hiding anything and you're not guilty, why is it such a big fucking deal? This 5'2" guy called me a racist because I asked him to put his cigarette out at a gas station. Barack Obama. Let me be clear. That was a terrible impression, but I don't care. I enjoyed it. I like him. Again, does that mean... This is what's weird about politics. Like your first impression. Oh, what'd you think of this person? You know, they seem okay, seem like a nice guy, soft-spoken, very sociable. Definitely not a crude prick like Trump. And, you'll always get something like, what about the drones? The drones. I was like, I said I liked him. That doesn't mean I like every motherfucking thing he's ever said and done. You're gonna start, like, every time you talk to someone, you're gonna have to, like, put them under a fucking microscope and, like, find out every little goddamn thing they've ever said and done. It's ridiculous. I'm like, the dude ain't Hitler. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny. Because when someone asked me, hey, what do you think of Obama? Like, randomly, because on Twitter, that's where I do my political shit. And someone asked me, who would you have rathered? Obama do a third term or Trump do a term? And I was, like, very quick to be like, oh, yeah, if I was American, I absolutely would have voted for Obama. And the guy's like, oh, okay, so you're into serial killers. I was like, holy sweet fuck. Do you know what I mean, though? Like, my good lord. But the thing is everybody's dumb. Everybody's stupid. Right? There's no perfect candidate. You're not gonna find a political leader that everybody rallies behind and goes, this is our savior. Doesn't happen. It's always gonna be divided. Look at Biden. Half the people love him, the other half think he's a pedophile. Look at Trump. Half the people love him, the other half think he's a racist, narcissistic dotard. Do you know what I mean? Like, it never ends. There is no perfect candidate. So you have to do what I've always said. Pick the lesser of the two evils. You have to pick someone. So when someone says, hey man, so in the US we had these two candidates that, you know, you can choose from. And then right away I correct them. I go, actually there's more. You can go independent. There's more than just, you know, Democrats and Republicans. But sure, they generally always fucking win. You're never going to see an independent POTUS. But I probably would have, you know, gone for such and such a candidate. Oh, so you would have went for that. What? So if I would have gone for the other one, then the guy's like, oh, so you would have went for that. But then they start listing all the negatives of both candidates. So it's like they're trying to troll you, because no matter who you pick, they're going to go after you for the negatives that person has done. There's like no winning with some of these people. It's pretty wild. But I still do get a kick out of it. Because if I didn't and it stressed me out, I wouldn't get into it. Right? Well, I don't think Biden's dumb. I mean, I don't know his level of education, or even at that. I mean, he's getting old, sure. Sometimes his memory slips momentarily and he has a moment. I mean, I've had moments where I'm trying to say something and the word's not coming out, and I have to stutter for a second to get the word out. Didn't realize that was a crime. But I do find that when it comes to politics, people will try so hard to slander everything about you. How you speak, how you look, how you walk. It's unreal. No, I'm saying in politics, everybody's going to be stupid because everybody thinks the other person's dumb. You're never going to find someone, like I said, that everybody's going to rally behind. No matter who you pick. Kamala Harris, someone's going to think she's dumb. Bernie Sanders, people are going to think he's dumb. Trump, some people think everybody, you know what I mean? There's no winning. That's what I'm saying with politics. There's no winning. You just have to go with what I say is the lesser of two evils and roll with it. I wouldn't even think twice about it. If I was in the States, I would vote Biden over Trump in a heartbeat. When you do that, that doesn't mean you think that Biden is a God-sent fucking, president-elect. That doesn't mean that either. Because then like I said, you'll always have people that are like, well, what about that one time he did this? What about that one time he said that? It's like, what about it? You have to pick someone or you don't vote. And if you don't vote, then you don't get to bitch and complain about who's in charge. It's so simple. Oh, I don't know if that decrepit shit would be able to do anything. Nah. Trump is a chicken shit, man. He was in the office with a goddamn eagle, and he went to pet the eagle, and the eagle went like that, and he completely, spazzed out and almost jumped out of his seat. Trump also said during a high school shooting, he's like, it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Had I been there, I would have walked in there barehanded. Barehanded. Everybody's looking at him like, oh my God, shut up. Very few people are crazy enough to tackle a mass shooter with an AR-15 barehanded. No. Not happening. Oh, I'm sure there'll be some eventually. Kanye West got 3 votes. Yeah, his wife, one of his daughters, and himself. Yeah. I mean, he's a... Not exactly how I roll. I don't think the guy's a pedophile, but...
Can I serve?
There's no doubt that his mannerisms around people are a little, But then he addressed it. He addressed it. And then ever since then, it's like an old school thing. It's very touchy-feely, and some people are like that. The French are like that. And some people called him out on it, but he addressed it. What does Trump do every time you try and address him on something? You're fake news. Like, he's just a fucking idiot. Right? Whereas some people are willing to not dance around the question. They address it, and then they move on, and then they actually try to do better. I mean, even Obama jokes around about his legacy. Someone on an interview with Obama was like, "How do you feel being one of the presidents with one of the only presidents to have never had any what was it, controversy or something like that?" And Obama laughed and said, "Well, I wouldn't go that far." Like even he admits it. Or corrupt-free, like there was zero corruption. He goes, "Well, you know, you think Trump would ever be able to admit to any of the flaws and faults he did? No fucking way, man. Narcissists aren't able to do that. They're incapable of doing that. They're never in the wrong. Ever." Michael Jordan for president. First Lady Kim oh boy. Yeah. Speaking of Kanye and politics, holy shitballs. He's an interesting character. Kanye West is one of the... I don't really have anything nasty to say about him. It's kind of weird. He says a lot of stuff that I'm like, ooh, did he just say that? But I don't know. I think he kind of means well. I think sometimes he says shit that I don't think he realizes what he said, if that makes any sense. But if you actually study him, I don't know. He's kind of, like I said, he's an interesting character. I don't think he's a malicious person. That's the word I'm looking for. You might say some dumb shit, but then again, who doesn't? I've said dumb shit. I constantly say dumb shit. I will constantly keep saying dumb shit. But yeah. The poster grab. Areola? Areola. Areola. Ariana Grande, yeah. Oh, you mean when he grabbed her... He didn't grab her tit, you pervert. Didn't he grab her award or something? Or he went up there and said, "Hey, vote for Beyonce," or some shit like that. Yeah, that was a dick move.
I'll lend you an ear.
Absolutely. That was like, you just don't do that. But he did it. No, you're talking about that pastor that put his arm around Ariana Grande when she was singing at a church choir or something like that. And he put his arm around her, and it looked like his thumb was like rubbing her nipple or something. Yes, I know Braun Strowman. Jesus. That's like saying, do you know who Tiger Woods is? Do you know who Wayne Gretzky is? Right? So I watched Survivor Series. I don't want to know anything about Monday Night Raw. So Survivor Series is the first thing that I've watched since probably February or March of wrestling. I went through this thing this year. I just don't have a lot of time for a lot of stuff, and I get stressed out. And funny enough, I was starting to get stressed out with trying to always get caught up with wrestling. And I used to have the WWE Network to watch it. So now it's like, I got rid of all that because it's money, money, money. Amazon Prime, money, money. World of Warcraft, it's $20 a month. I've got rentals for speakers, $20 a month. I'm paying off a guitar at a guitar store, $50 a month. So 50, 20, boom, boom. Like it just keeps adding up. I can't keep up. I can't keep spending. So anyways, so I cut the WWE Network so I don't have the cable or any of that bullshit. So the only way that I can technically watch wrestling is a way that you're not really supposed to be able to watch wrestling. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Which is online on the internet. So that's why I haven't been watching a lot of it. It's not
Such
like
is the
it's
price
it's
of
not like it's the
victory.
end of the world, but you know,
My blades are at your command.
you can technically get fined if you get
Relics,
busted
wreak
watching
havoc on those cowards.
a Monday Night Raw or a SmackDown show.
We'll blast them to pieces.
Well, why? I told you I don't want to talk about it. Who the fuck is Mercedes? That sounds like a porn name. Yeah, like I said, I don't want the results. I was able to watch, like I said, Survivor Series, but I didn't watch. I didn't get a chance to watch Monday Night Raw after. Some of those websites that you go to where people share. I mean, I kind of look at it as no different as if you had cable and I walked over to your house and I watched it. That's not illegal. So why is it illegal if you do it virtually over the internet? It's literally the same fucking thing. But anyways, let's not get into that. But some of the websites, they're a little wonky. They don't work too well. So that's kind of a reason why I haven't really been watching much wrestling. It's no longer easily available at my disposal. Right. Oh yeah, that would be cool. Remake one of the older ones. I think it had GM mode too.
I will end.
You're not ending anything. Lobber the Jobber. Seriously, that's his name. See the white bear? See that white looking dude here? The white kind of whatever you want to call that? That's a rare bear form skin that you could get from a Mage Tower challenge a couple of expansions ago. I missed out on it. I wasn't able to get it. If you look at it right there, that's what it looks like there. It's like a kind of a weird, well, not a weird, but sort of like a bear on his back, two paws. So he got that. He got that, and instead, here's what I got. So that's the Guardian form. I ended up opting for this one. I ended up with this cat form instead. So it was either I do this one or the other one. I probably wouldn't have had the time to do both. I could have technically done both, but I couldn't. So I didn't. But yeah. So anyway, so that's why I haven't been watching wrestling much.
I will end.
Because supposedly it's illegal to do it through the internet. And even if I chose to do it sometimes, it's very inconsistent. Like I said, the websites really suck. They're not that great. They're full of ads and they're just junk.
We have incoming.
What is that box called again so I can stream using Twitch? A box? You mean for console games? Elgato capture card is what I have.
The charge is set. Get back.
If that's what you're talking about. If you're streaming computer games, you don't need a capture card. Although people will argue that it's still better.
Time for some mayhem.
Because it's less stress off your computer somehow.
Cover me.
I use mine for everything, so.
For eternal glory. Clock's ticking. We've taken the ridge. Meet me on the field below.
Oh, I have before. Neverwinter Nights. I've played that eons ago. It's a fun game, but I don't think I'd be able to get much back into it. I just have so much going on right now. I can't wait for December 3rd to play Immortals Phoenix Rising, or whatever the hell it's called, if I bother getting it.
And what have you done lately? Watch yourself, or I might replace you.
Okay. Oh. There we go.
You new here. With victory comes renown.
I just have to rally these people. Trying to do this kind of quickly in a way because I really want to get out of this zone. It's not terrible, like I said, but really anxious to see the rest of the zones.
My foe. The battlefield awaits.
Yeah, I mean, I was excited for the PS5, but I'm just waiting. I'm not buying from no scalper. I'm not rushing or stressing out, refreshing web pages every 15 seconds trying to figure out when the next batch is coming out. It's too stupid. Bots end up beating you out most of the time anyways. And the amount of stress and sleepless nights I had, all because I was stressing out
Do I know you?
like that, and it's just not worth it to me. I have a PS4 Pro, I have a Switch, I have a computer. I have plenty of entertainment. It'll come when it does. But what's happening on December 11th for you? I think that's Cyberpunk or something like that that comes out around that time too. That's gonna be pretty sweet. Right? Yeah, Cyberpunk looks like it's going to be like an Assassin's Creed in the sense of, I think it's going to have a lot of lasting power. Whereas Watch Dogs, no offense, really fun game, but not really a game I can see myself sinking dozens of hours into post-game.
Our might is
Just for the
without
sake
equal.
of it.
We strike
I mean, I
when you
can a little
sound the
bit,
horn.
but not nearly as much as like an
For the
Assassin's
chosen.
Creed or something. Just a different kind of game. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't buy discs. Discs are shit. They're just a coaster. That's all they are. They don't do fuck all. Half the time you can't even play the fucking game without a day one update that takes 30 or 40 gigs. So your game ends up being physical and digital. Might as well just have it digital. Plus with all the games that I switch between, could you imagine if I had 500 DVDs? Where the hell would I keep that shit stacked up? I would lose my mind. If I haven't already lost it. Yeah, I figured it was, 10th. Oh, maybe. I wouldn't be buying it from no scalper, though.
Well fought, Mevix.
Except...
This is our chance to strike at the House of Constructs. A direct assault will catch Garble unprepared and crush their army in one fell swoop.
Or is it that you have connections with people?
But we need reinforcements.
You're talking about a PS5?
Ha! This outsider is worth 100
You're talking about a copy of
soldiers.
Cyberpunk
Go
early.
and claim our
To
victory.
be our secret, no one's got to know. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm already
Make
probably...
it quick.
It's almost guaranteed I'm getting that game.
We
What's
push
not
forward.
What's not a guaranteed is me getting Immortals, because there's just so many games coming out, one after the other. I can't frickin' keep up. It's crazy. Well, this seems to be going all right, I guess. This is taking a lot longer than I was AFK. Yeah, you can't use that 2.5 hours on this level. Yeah. Not quite. I don't think I'll quite make it as far as I wanted. 60 Elite? Yeah, we're gonna stay away from him. You just said what? I'll have to start playing WWE 2K21 again. Because I have it on my SSD and it's like really fast. Did I just get buried in a pile of... That's hilarious. All the bodies exploded and I'm stuck underneath. Well, obviously, it's like the #1 most porn star stripper name I've ever heard in my life.
Wait! I am not yet a corpse. The others. Can you help me find them?
Oh, wow, I just broke the 1 hour mark. Right.
I am
Don't be
listening.
getting my
This way.
chat filthy.
We must free the survivors.
Scandalous.
Hippokos, what did they do to you? Can you speak?
Oh, I need a key. Yeah, I might do this quest quickly. I am getting a bit burnt out though leveling. I did a lot of that and gearing up the last few months in this game. I am at a point where I'm just kind of like, I just want to do the PvP, you know what I mean? I just want to roam around and kick some ass. I don't want to do this bullshit. Rescuing people from a cage. It's so monotonous leveling up. There's nothing fun about this. There really, really isn't. When you're in a guild, sure, it can be fun. You know what game I don't mind leveling up on and just like doing this kind of shit? There's actually Guild Wars 2. I enjoy that more for some reason. PvP, not so much, but Guild Wars 2 is pretty good. It's just it's poorly optimized. At least for my computer. This game, I mean, I can get some shit going on. And I can still rock it at 60 frames a second on Ultra.
Right! You're right!
What about them? Nice. Oh, Immortal. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's all gonna depend on how much money I make on YouTube, to be honest. That's what it's really gonna depend on. And then once I pay my bills, and will a PS5 come in? Will there be, you know, stock? Will I end up somehow getting lucky by some off chance that it happens? I mean, I'll eventually get one. It's just a matter of when. If that ends up happening in the next few weeks, which is very unlikely, but in that unlikely event that it does happen, then I might be struggling at buying a few games.
Monsters will know my
They are
wrath.
the enemy!
Oh, right, I gotta kill someone for the key. No. Let's see. But yeah, I looked at some more footage of Immortal Phoenix Rising. It looks really badass. You know what I'm almost tempted to do because I'm so random? I'm almost tempted to roam around in Breath of the Wild Zelda for some reason on my Switch. Just for no reason, just to roam around and do a bunch of nothing. Just because I can. I'm weird like that. I get sudden urges sometimes to be like, hey,
Greetings, mortal.
let's check out
Those
this
who
game.
perpetrate these horrors
You're still in one
must face
piece.
justice.
I really wanted to get the new Hyrule Warriors game too. Whatever it's called there, the Dynasty Warriors game. 95 fucking dollars Canadian though. Sweet pineapple. That's a lot of money.
The tabulator.
You know what I
counts
mean?
Bodies like currency.
Another corpse to collect.
I am so confused. You should get Kronos before the ashes. Is that a video game? Is that like a JRPG? I don't mind JRPGs too much, but I usually don't play them. They're like long and the stories are great. Like I've played Persona, the series Persona. That's a very like niche game. I like it, but it's kind of like they're a little bit too slow for my taste is what it is. And you'll hear me, one of my most famous quotes is, hey, you know that Pumpkinhead? What's that thing he says the most? I ain't got time for that shit. There's only 24 hours in a day. I say that a lot, and it's so true. I just don't have time for a lot of that stuff. I played Persona. I really liked the combat. Doing those nightmares or whatever the hell it's called. And then I played the game and it was all like dialogue and story, and I get it. That's what Persona's trying to do, JRPG. And I played almost 5 hours before I got into
Experiment on us.
a fight. And I was like, yeah, no. I was like, I'm just like, I can't do that. I'm too much of a savage. There must be bloodshed. And it must be frequent. Kind of like what's going on in this game. Never mind NASCAR heat. But I mean, I'll check it out. Kronos before the ashes. City of Heroes kind of rings the bell. It's like the, you know, Final Fantasy VII Remake? I bought that, and no offense, I kind of regretted it. It's a great game. Loved the combat, the story and all that. I was getting a bit lost, and I was like, ah. Then I was like, dialogue. I was like, okay, fine, dialogue is cool. It's the story. It gets you in there. I mean, I don't complain about dialogue in this game. And I was playing, and it was like an hour and 45 minutes before I got back into battle. In Final Fantasy VII Remake, I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, I just wanted to keep kicking shit around, you know, because I was having so much fun with the combat. So that kind of put me off, so I got rid of the game, deleted it. And no offense, focused on something else that has a lot of story, that has a lot of dialogue. But no offense, has a little bit more frequent combat. Like The Witcher 3. Fallout. Get it? Zelda, Breath of the Wild, or whatever. What's like Dark Souls? The Kronos before the ashes? Or City of Heroes? So again, I love JRPGs, but with everything that I do with MMOs and all that, I just don't have time to play them. And get like heavily invested. There's another series that I really liked. I forget what it's called. Not Tales of Vesperia. Oh, I can't even remember what it's called. I'd have to look in my games that I deleted. But there's some really cool games out there, but it was just like, just took too long.
Honors you. This reeks of Stitchflesh's head.
Stand together. Fight as
This
one.
is not what the Maldraxi stand
Run
for.
up the stairs.
Are all
Must be almost
Maldraxis
done.
so bloodthirsty?
Yeah, which game, sorry, were you saying is like Dark Souls? Oh, okay, it does want me to grab this quest. Okay.
We must persevere.
To be honest, I'm kind of burnt out right now with this game, so I could technically fly there. Spiders watch Maldrax. Yeah, I can fly there. Yeah, I'm just gonna hearth back. I am done. 72% of the way to 57. That's not too bad. Probably gonna end the stream in just a couple of minutes there. I am warm. But yeah, so that's what it is with a lot of those games. Have you ever played Persona? Optic? Like I said, it's going to be really interesting to see what that guy wants to talk about, because like I said on his podcast, he's all like JRPG, like through and through. And I know like fuck all about JRPGs. Like I know nothing about them. Let me see if he got back to my email. He wanted me to email him. Nope, nothing yet. Yes. Okay, what to do? Bam. I suppose I might jump into this quickly. But I will end the stream, though, in just a few minutes. I'm probably not going to do like a mission or anything. Probably just going to like quickly go in the game. Marvel Avengers is fun. That's on sale on PC, but I have it on PS4. Really don't want to like replay the game from the beginning. But yeah, I'll have to look up the Chronos before the Ashes. Let me just look it up quickly. Chronos. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. It's a game coming out soon. Oh, THQ Nordic. Okay. Yeah. Let me just look at some pictures really quick. Yeah, it looks interesting. Oh, I think I saw it on the PS4 store. Isn't that game that's like not... It's not like a full price title? I think it's like only $40 Canadian instead of 80. Is that the game? I'm thinking. Could be, maybe. Yeah, so are you into those? I mean, I like them. I just, no offense, don't have time for that. It's a little too wild for my liking. Like the time in between. Like I love the story and the build up, and it's great. It's really cool. I got the Royale edition of Persona 5, and it's really neat. But going in between the dungeons, or whatever they're called, I just thought it took too long for my taste. But I get that that's how Persona's supposed to be. It's supposed to be very heavily story-driven like that. Like if I ever streamed Persona 5, no one could ever come in and go, bro, man, there's too much dialogue, man. It's like, well, no shit, that's what the fucking game is. Right? It's not like it's not Grand Theft Auto, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me go on Europa a little bit. Really? There's nothing going on? Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, I'll check that out for a second. Yeah, like me, I wish there would have been, like, more dungeons that you can go into, like, more frequently. Because I like the combat. I like the whole thing, you know, with the combat. And the story's cool. It gets you invested in all the characters a lot more because there's so much of it. You can work on your bond and your relationships with the characters. It's really cool. But there was just a little bit too much of it for my flavor. What's 30? Oh, yeah, American. Yeah. Yeah, so it is the game I was thinking, $40. You think it's gonna be a, you think it's gonna be a really good game? Okay, so there's nothing there. Beyond there. Really? There's no public event? That seems odd. That's really strange. Okay, well, I'll start going there. Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm into them. Like, the concept of them. I've played them. I do enjoy them a great deal. Let's see if there's anything interesting going on here. Well, yes and no. It's a niche. It's a niche, right? People that are into Call of Duty are not going to watch someone play Persona. It's a very unique kind of game. It's very slow. It demands a lot of patience. If you're into seeing headshots and all that kind of stuff, this is definitely not the kind of game you want to watch. Which is the same reason why I don't really get a lot of people in my live streams, right? Because I do like 101 different things on my live stream. If all I ever did was JRPGs, or if all I ever did was WoW, or all I ever did was Call of Duty, I would have a lot less subs, but I would probably have more people in my live stream. But I also probably wouldn't be making as much money per month. Oh, we're dead. Oh, yeah. I got fucked up. In the middle of a blizzard, it's pretty cool because there's dynamic weather in this game. Bam, one clip, you're gone. Oh, there was a bunch of... Holy shit. Where'd those guys come from? I feel like I'm playing Call of Duty. Every 10 seconds I'm dead. Yeah. Yeah, I was playing some Valhalla earlier, actually. I wouldn't stream that, like with what I was doing earlier, because I was like watching a guide on YouTube to try to unlock all the different order members. So I killed all of the zealots. Now I'm like reading like where's the location of all the Order of the Ancients members, so that I can unlock finally Thor's hammer. Holy shit. I like that when enemies fight amongst each other. It's pretty cool.
To my Alexis sisters and brothers out amongst the stars and here at home on Europa, we have suffered a great loss today.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it does.
Our beloved warrior Phylax was murdered.
Or rather, it
by the
feels
hordes of
really
the
smooth at
once
60
great
frames.
machine.
But yeah, I know what you mean.
As always, they eagerly seek to eradicate us.
Me, 30 frames doesn't bother me. I mean, I appreciate
Light only
60
burns
frames.
bright
Like, this
so
is 60
long,
frames. Like, look how
but
fast that is. Like,
darkness
brrr.
is
Like, look at
forever.
that. There's no jitter. It's, like, silky smooth. That's 60 frames. 30, there's a bit of a... You know? It's playable, but you can feel it for sure. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm probably definitely not going to get into this because this is going to take a long time. And I'm hungry and stuff. And I've been streaming for almost an hour and a half. I just wanted to come in quickly. I was kind of hoping to find one of those random public events. Oh, there, like that one right there. Public event and it just started. But, whatever. But yeah. Yeah, I'm going to take a break, eat. I might actually even go for another walk again. It's kind of nice out. It's not too cold. Come back. And then I'll either play maybe a mission of Destiny. Or I might even actually go on the hunt for some more Order Ancients members in Valhalla. Do that for maybe like another hour. Then I'll probably lay in bed and relax. I was going to say I'd play my Switch, but my right Joy-Con has the drifting issue. So I'm going to have to eventually buy another Joy-Con. But I'm not really looking forward to spending $50 on a stupid Joy-Con. And I know that Nintendo will probably fix yours for free, but you got to send it in, blah, blah, blah. And I do have the Pro Controller for the Switch, but when you're laying in bed, it's kind of hard to hold the Switch and then use your Pro Controller. Get it? So I'd have to like put it on my nightstand next to me, and it's not as convenient, right? But I like playing Diablo 3 is a game I really enjoy playing late at night. Just kind of like relaxing, going around, mowing over some enemies. Yeah, I don't know how long this mission's gonna be, but... Anyhow. Well, thanks for stopping by. And I might be around tomorrow. I mean, I'm usually around every day doing something for YouTube. But I mean in terms of live streaming. Not too sure what I'm going to do tomorrow. I just don't know. Sometimes I'm just like really blah, and I do have a bit of a headache today. So I'm kind of having a hard time thinking. But yeah, at some point I'll probably be around tomorrow. It'll probably be maybe a little bit more WoW. I might do Destiny, I don't know. There's a huge following for Destiny. I know not everybody's into Destiny, but it's pretty fun. I like it. But yeah, I'll figure it out. Alright, I shall be back tomorrow. Probably around the same time, by the way. So around 1:30 or 2 o'clock Eastern time is when I'll probably be around for a little bit. Alright, Bye for now.